Now, you can make the world's best barbecue. The award-winning king of barbecue shows you step by step the selection, preparation, and techniques that will make folks say you were born to barbecue. In this unique and fascinating program, you'll learn to master the art of great barbecue. You'll save time, energy, and money while having the time of your life creating classic dishes of tender and terrific barbecue beef brisket, delicious, delectable barbecue chicken, fantastic barbecue ribs without hours of standing over a hot grill, and the all-American favorite, juicy barbecue burgers. This detailed production will explain how to choose the correct cuts of meat, the secrets of proper preparation, the little-known methods to lock inside the tenderness and flavor before it ever hits the grill. Now, these secrets of world-class cooking are yours from the internationally known creator of new and unique methods of barbecuing, Bert Hamilton. Bert was born to barbecue in Oklahoma, and he's never been far from the grill. At the age of 14, he'd already begun formulating his special recipes and creating ways to make barbecuing easier, more flavorful, and lots more fun. When Bert wasn't working on new barbecue ideas, he was riding broncs on the rodeo circuit, and as he traveled, he perfected his unique style of barbecuing and developed delicious recipes and lots of special spices. He won the top award in the world of barbecue, chosen above all competitors in the national finals by the Barbecue Association of America. And now, Bert has a line of quality food products, special spices and sauces, and he's invented several marvelous methods of cooking, barbecuing, and deep frying. And now, Bert shares his years of experience and knowledge with you. So let's join him and get started.
There's a world of difference between good barbecue and great barbecue. And I'm going to show you some of my special secrets and techniques on how to make the world's best. And we're going to start with brisket. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is to cut the brisket about 60% of it in length. As you notice, this is about 40% here and about 60% here. We'll cut it right half in two there. This part we're not going to disturb right now. We're going to let it set there. If you notice, it's got fat and stuff here and fat here. Want to cut that off. Always cut away from you, like this. Never cut towards you. Then you take, still cutting away from you. Get all this fat cut off here. This is just a lot of waste, but I'll show you in a minute what to buy, what I suggest you to buy. Still, again, remember you're cutting away from you. We're just about finished here with cutting this off. But you want to trim this as much as possible because this fat's not needed, especially in my secret technique and special technique that I'm going to show you. That looks pretty good. See, you can even become a butcher now at home. Not only just a barbecue, you learn to become a good butcher. Okay. That's just about as much as you need to cut off of that. That looks pretty lean. It's got a little fat there, but you don't want it all gone. Now this, you want to cut a little bit off of this. Put it just like that. You don't have to cut much off of this end. When you turn it over like that, you trim a little bit back in the back. Then you take and trim this. Just like that. And this, you trim. Now, those are two pieces of meat that I've trimmed from a full brisket. This is the fat that you have. Now, I've shown you step number one, but I'm not finished yet. I want to show you something. This is what you don't want to buy when you go to the store. People think it takes fat to barbecue and get the flavor. Thinks it adds a lot of sweetness and all of that. This is what I suggest you to buy, is a brisket like this. It's lean, has a little bit of fat on it, but it gives you the flavor that you're really looking for. Now I'm going to wash it. That's step two. That's one of my other secrets, is to wash the meat. But there's a reason for washing it. Is to get, in case they grinded it or sliced it and had bone chips in it. Now the meat is all clean, it's all trimmed, and if you notice, it's all lean. That's one of my secrets about barbecuing beef brisket. Now, the next step is step 3. One of my special techniques is to pre-cook it. Yes, pre-cook it. And so that's not going to be barbecue. You wait and see. You take the pot, you place it right in front of you here. I'm going to use this lean piece right here. You place that in there, and you can put another piece in there. It's a pretty good sized pot. You place it in like that. You put it in your sink. You run the water. Up to about halfway, I'd say, should do it. That should cover the meat. The meat should be covered completely. Okay, that will do that. Now, you're going to say, that's just boiling it. Now I'm fixing to show you the main secret of beef brisket, Bert's best secret, and you'll love it. Watch me. I'm going to reach over here, get some spices. These are my secret spices too. That makes it better. So this is about, I'd say, 1.5 gallons of water. So you want to put 1/4 cup of spices in each quart of water used. Sounds like a lot of spices, but it's not that much. You want real good barbecue, you got to put what you're supposed to be put in there. Okay, that's about 3/4 cup. That should accommodate that much water. Okay, we got the spices in there. Now, we want to take and put liquid smoke in it. Let's go to your supermarket. You put the same amount of liquid smoke in it that you do spices. So we're talking about 1.5 cups, I'd say. Yes, 1.5 cups. That's, as a matter of fact, that takes all of that. That'll take care of that. This is another important thing to do, is to take your fork and kind of turn it around like this to mix the spices real good, like they're supposed to be mixed into it. Now, they will also mix when you put them on the heat. Now, the brisket I put in this pot here, I would say it weighs under 5 pounds. I'd say 3 or 4 pounds. But I have mentioned to you before, from 1 pound to 5 pounds, it takes about 1.5 hours to 2 hours to cook the brisket. So you want to let it cook on medium heat for about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. Now, if it needs to, and here's how you can test it if it needs it. As it's cooking, you take your fork. If it slides in and out easily, then you'll know that it's getting just like it's supposed to be. But you don't want it to be completely what you call real done to fall to pieces. That's why I'm saying about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours if it needs it. Depends on the meat. But you can test it with your fork. Now, we're going to place this on the stove and let it cook, okay? Go right over here. Smells delicious. You know, the step 1 that I showed you earlier was the preparation of the brisket. How I showed you to do it, and I told you to pre-cook it. Now, this is step 2. The second major step to good barbecue brisket is right now. Okay, I'm testing it. See how easy that fork goes in and out of there? Just right. I mean, that's tender. That is tender. Look at the color of it. Look like it's ready to eat. Smells like it too. But not quite. We're going to take it out. You notice there's still a little bit of fat left on it. I want to trim off a little bit more of that. You don't want that when you put it on your grill. It sure smells good. I know you don't want to go to the grill with it right now. You want to just eat it. But you won't have to wait very long. That was the purpose of me doing this. The preparation and technique that I have will cut the cooking time down tremendously. Now we're going to take and put some spices on it. Okay? Keep your fork inside of it so you can turn it like you was on a rotisserie. Now that smells good. That is good. You want to get the spices of it real good on both sides. Matter of fact, the ends and all. On both pieces. You noticed earlier when I was telling you about the one that didn't have much fat. Now this has a little fat. Want to take the knife and trim it just like this. The fat will serve no purpose. Okay? That wasn't very much fat. Now we want to sprinkle it real good, just like we did on the other piece. I can't wait to really get into this. You won't be able to neither. But there's one thing I want to tell you to do. I didn't tell you this earlier because I wanted you to see this. You may have to put a high fence up, about this high. Reason why is because your neighbors are going to be climbing the fence trying to get over here. They're going to say, that smells out of this world. It's delicious. I'm telling you. Now the next step we're going to go from here will be step 3. We're going to put this on the barbecue grill and let it cook. You're going to say it's going to take all evening. About 15 to 20 minutes after it hits that hot grill that's been prepared, you're ready to eat. Now your friends and your neighbors and your cousins and all your relatives are going to say, he's worked all day. Boy, he should be tired barbecuing all of this. Especially brisket. It takes 12 hours to cook brisket like it's really supposed to be cooked. You did this an hour and a half to 2 hours from the preparation. Now you're talking about 30 minutes longer, but you hadn't had to stand there and turn it all this time, right? Oh, this is delicious. And that's barbecue brisket coming from Bert Hamilton. You'll love it. Now it's your brisket.
Bert will be back in just a moment to share with you his secrets on the world's best barbecued chicken. But for a moment, here are a couple of reminders about the brisket. First, trim off most of the fat, then wash the meat well in cold water. Place it in a pan and cover the meat with water. Then add those special spices and the liquid smoke, about a 1/4 cup of each per quart of water. And then cook until your fork slides out easily. Take the meat out, sprinkle the spices liberally on all sides, and you're ready for the grill. Now, these techniques are covered in Bert's cookbook that came with your videotape. Refer to it often for more helpful hints from Bert. And be sure to let us know if you have any questions. Bert enjoys hearing from all of his barbecuing friends. Just write to Box 71287, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89170. So now, to share with you the secrets of the greatest barbecue chicken ever, here once again is Bert Hamilton.
Okay, what I'm going to show you how to do now is the barbecue chicken. Many people barbecue chicken, but now they don't really barbecue it, they burn it. I'm going to show you how to barbecue it, Bert's best way. Go to your refrigerator. You get a fryer. You don't get a hen. You notice there's different sizes in the chickens. This one's large. This is over 3 pounds. As a matter of fact, it's over 4 pounds. This one right here is under 3 pounds. Now, this is what you want to barbecue because it's going to be tender, and you don't have to worry about it being so much fat. First thing you do is to take it out of the bag. Now, you don't want to barbecue it in the bag. You want to be sure and take it out of that. I want to show you this big hen here first because this is what I don't want you to buy when you go to barbecuing. I'm also now going to show you the one I want you to buy when you go to the store for barbecuing purposes. Get you a little small fryer like this. Put that over there. Now, you notice how wide and fat this is. This is okay for turkey and dressing and stuff like that. Now, this is real small. You don't have to spend all afternoon cooking it. Well, once I show you my secrets anyway, you're not going to spend all afternoon cooking it. I'm going to place this hen right here. Now, you take and put the chicken like this. This is the correct way you do it. Get you a real sharp knife. I'm going to cut this back out first, just like that. That serves no purpose in barbecuing. Cut that completely out. Let's just place this over here. Now, you open the chicken up like this, and you crack it right in the middle. You take your knife. Okay. Now, this you want to cut off. You want to cut as much fat as you possibly can off of the chicken. That one's pretty neat because it's a small chicken. If you had the hen, it'd been real fat. You don't want that. You want to do this the same way as you did the other one. Now that's cut half in two. Now I'm going to cut it again. Because when you're barbecuing chicken, it's going to fall apart on you because it's so heavy and it gets so tender, especially the way I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to cut both halves. What it amounts to is that you have a whole chicken cut in quarters. Cut as much fat as you possibly can. It doesn't hurt to leave the skin on it, like that. Now see this, that's trimmed right. You don't have much fat on that. Now if that had been the one I showed you earlier, the big hen, you would have had a whole lot of fat, and that's not what you want. Okay, now this is ready to wash. Now that's another secret. To be sure and wash the chicken in cold water. And as you're washing it, you can also pull a little bit of the fat off, like that, that's left on it. You don't want to barbecue that. And I'm using cold water for a purpose, because you don't want to singe it with using hot water. Get that real good there. Okay. Now this right here, you still want to take this off. Get as much fat as you possibly can off of it. Now, the real secret to barbecue chicken. Watch this. Take the pot, place it right there. Now you place the chicken in the pot. You're saying, well, he's boiling that chicken. No, that's pre-cooking it. You put some water over it like this until the chicken is completely covered. This is going to be good. You're going to love it. You're going to say, what is the purpose of barbecuing it if you're going to have to cook it like that? Well, this is my secret. Well, you just wait till I get through here. Okay. Now it's covered with water completely. Now here's the secret. My spices. This gives you the flavor that you really want in barbecuing. It's going to cut the cooking time down 2/3. And that's what you don't want to sit on the grill all day long and get no more flavor out there on the grill than you would normally get if you was to cook it from the beginning. I use there about, I'd say, 2 quarts of water. So I'm going to use a half a cup of spices, barbecue spices. Okay, that's about a half a cup to 2 quarts of water. Now you want to put the matching amount, the same amount of spices that you put in the liquid, you want to put liquid smoke. Okay, that's about a half a cup. Let's put that right there. Now this is ready to put on the heat. If you notice, that was 1 fryer. So you take put it on the fire for about 15 to 20 minutes, no longer than 20 minutes, because you don't want it so tender. It's very delicate to start with. You don't want it so tender that you can't handle it. It just falls to pieces on you. When you take it out, then I'll show you from there. Okay, we're going to put it on the heat. Okay, let's just place all these pieces that you noticed I put in there earlier. And now they're out and ready. All right, you're probably saying, well, how do I get the flavor in it with the skin still on it? The flavor is already in it. When I placed it in the pot and pre-cooked it, the flavor was put in it then. Now, normally it takes 45 minutes to cook chicken or longer on a barbecue grill. But now it's going to only take long enough to brown it, and it's ready. But there's still something else. The spices. We're going to put the spices on it. Now, this is going to penetrate all the way through it. You want to sprinkle it just like you did the brisket, because if you noticed, you prepared it the same way you did the brisket. And it's going to be delicious too. You're going to love it. The flavor's going to be completely through it. Don't worry about the skin, as I mentioned earlier, because when it hits the heat, the skin is going to go all different directions, but the flavor's already there. And the cooking time is going to be cut 50% or more. And I guarantee it to be done and tender. Not only will it be done and tender, it's going to be moisturized to where you don't have to worry about the breasts being dry and nothing like that. It's going to be delicious. And now, this chicken is ready to be placed on your barbecue grill. and it's going to be so juicy and so delicious. You're going to love it. I can't wait to get out there myself. I enjoy it. You will too, I'm sure.
Bert will be back in just a minute to share with you his secrets of fantastic barbecued ribs. But first, here's a quick recap of the chicken. Select a fryer under 3 pounds, cut the back completely out and then cut it in quarters. Wash it in cold water and trim off all the fat. Place it in a pan and cover it with water. Add those great spices and the liquid smoke and cook until tender. Sprinkle with spices and it's ready for the grill. Refer to Bert's cookbook for more details on all the secrets, methods, and techniques used in this videotape. And be sure to let Bert know about any questions or suggestions. He enjoys hearing from fellow barbecuers. Write Box 71287, Las Vegas, Nevada 89170. If you need more information or would like to order more supplies, drop him a line. He's always ready to serve you. And now, let's get back to the king of barbecue and learn how to make the world's best ribs. Here's Bert Hamilton.
Here's another special secret that I have for you. You know, you go to the grocery store, you see there's a large rib and a small rib. You can say, well, I don't want to buy the small ribs because it won't feed as many people, but it'll wind up feeding more. And here's the reason why. There's 2 kinds of hogs. There's a bacon hog, which you get the large ribs from. Then there's a small hog, which is known for the shoats and for meat hogs. This is how you want your rib to look. You don't want the big ribs because all you're going to do is get ribs. You're not going to get any meat on them. So I suggest you to buy the 3 and under. Anything over 3 pounds, if it's 3.5 pounds, you can live with that. You can still get some good ribs. But this is about 3 pounds, not quite, but this is what you're looking for when you go to the supermarket, not the great big ones. Just remember, you don't want to buy the big ribs. This is what you want. And you'll see the reason why once you barbecue them. You get out there and you say, I have nothing but bones here. But they can be very deceiving when you go to the store and buy the great big ones thinking you're going to get more ribs. All you're getting is more ribs and no meat. This particular rib here, you'd have to do too much trimming. This part, you want to cut off. And the reason that you want to cut this off is because it serves no purpose. You can still put it on your grill, but it serves no purpose on the rib. That looks good. That's about the right leanness, about the right fat on it. You don't want to buy one that's got too much fat on it. You definitely don't want to buy big ribs. Now this has already been trimmed. All of this has been trimmed off. And this is, you know, the reason that you don't want to buy them untrimmed. This particular one right here is more leaner than this one. It's because the leanness in here, it has more meat here. It'll take you a lot longer to barbecue this than it will to barbecue this because of the fat that's there. This one I have to do a little bit of trimming. As you see, it has this right here that I want to cut off. I'm going to cut this off just like I did on the other. Now, you don't buy ribs with this already off. Most people say, well, I barbecue with this on there, but you want it off of there. Now, the next important step after you trim the ribs is to wash the ribs. Be sure and you wash them in cold water. And I have a reason for you washing them in cold water. Okay, you wash them just like this. You want to massage that rib, you know. You work it in there. Just kind of exercise it. Your fingers. Okay, that should be good and clean. Just wash both of them. There's not much difference in the ribs, but only this has been trimmed off here. Okay, that ought to be good and clean. And they're pretty good ribs. Now, the ribs has been trimmed, they've been washed. Those are 2 major things, trimming them and washing them. Now, the next step we're going to do with the ribs is going to be I'm going to use some special spices of my own. And that is one of the secrets to Bert's Best Barbecue. You want to have it fairly dry because you lose your spices if you don't. This is barbecue spices. Now, this is what's going to make them good. Now, you can marinate them overnight, but since we're not marinating them right now, I'm going to show you. You go to the store. I've shown you already to trim them and wash them. You want it lean as clean as possible. You sprinkle the spices over them lightly. You don't want to go too heavy. Just about like that. Okay, you flip it over. You do both sides real good. Okay, this one right here is going to look real good. Okay, you put it right here. Sprinkle the other one the same way. Now, this one has a little bit more fat on it. I'd say sprinkle this one a little bit more, and my reason for that is because the fat's going to disappear when you hit that hot grill with it. The lean part will not. Okay, you sprinkle them real good on both sides. Remember, not too heavily, because you don't want them to burn. You can always add to it, and it's better than taking away from it. Now this is ready to go on the grill. Here's another method on how to barbecue ribs. I didn't tell you earlier because I saved this for last. Now we're going to marinate this. It's going to be a little bit different than the method I showed you in technique earlier. We're going to marinate it. You can do this for 2 or 3 hours, which moisturizes and tenderizes the ribs, as well as cuts down on the cooking time. You can even do it overnight, which even makes it better than, you know, doing it 2 or 3 hours. Let's wash this rib. I hadn't washed this one. Let's wash it in cold water. Remember that. Even though you're going to put it in liquid, you still want to wash it to get the possibly bone chips or whatever may be on it. Now we're going to put a pan. We'll place the pan right here. You're going to put your ribs in the pan first. Put it in there like that. Now, here's the secret. This is one I've been waiting to show you. Hadn't showed you yet, but this is going to be a good one. My basting sauce. Oh, I smell it before you even open it. Shows you how good it is. You don't even have to shake it up. Just pour it over the ribs like this. You're going to cover it completely. Now, after you use this for marinating, you can also use it to baste the meat once you go on your grill with it. So you don't have to worry about, I'm pouring too much, I'm just going to waste it. Now, you use the very same basting sauce, the marinating sauce, to baste the meat with, so you're able to use it here. You're getting that double flavor, constantly keeping it in. It smells good. This and a combination of my spices is what enabled me to become the barbecue king of the world. And now you can make your own basting sauce. Now, I'm sure every person who barbecues has their own basting sauce. But you wait till you try this, and you will, and you'll love it. It's good for basting, moisturizing, tenderizing, and also adds the flavor that you really want. When you barbecue, what you barbecuing for? Flavor, right? You're going to get it with this and the combination of my spices. It's real good.
Well, now you have 2 methods of preparing fantastic ribs. And in just 1 minute, Bert's going to show you how to save money and make the world's best burgers. He'll show you why you don't have to buy expensive meat and have the butcher grind it for you, as some folks seem to believe. By now, your barbecue is way ahead of someone who hasn't learned the art of preparation and the secrets of pre-cooking, and you're saving time and energy while making the world's best barbecue. And you've seen some of the uses for Bert's best spices and basting sauce. And when you read Bert's cookbook, you'll find there are many more. If you've discovered favorite ways to use Bert's products, please write and let us know. Box 71287, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89170. We may include your recipe in the next program. Let us hear from you real soon. And now let's get back to that man who was born to barbecue and learn how to make those delicious, juicy, chock full of flavor, all-American burgers. They're called Bert's Best Burgers.
Burgers. Bert's Burgers. Can you imagine that? Hamburgers. These are going to be delicious. Everyone likes burgers, from the kids on up to up here. Love hamburgers. And this secret is going to save you money. First, I'm going to start with the refrigerator. Now, this is not so lean, but there's a reason for that. When you go to the grocery store, you don't want to look for the reddest and the leanest meat you can find. You want to find the cheapest meat that you can find for making hamburgers. Now, I'm going to show you how to prepare it. Just kind of mix it up here on your cut board. Now, you can use a bowl if you prefer to use one. I'll do it just like that. Now, here is the secret. That smells good. Sprinkle the hamburger meat real good. Get it sprinkled out real good. Okay, you want to mix it in. Just massage that meat. Work those fingers into it. You mix it like this right here. At first, it's not going to mix like you really want it, but after you start mixing it, and the warmness of your fingers loosen the meat a little bit from where it's been refrigerated, it's going to get easier. So don't be discouraged if it seems like this is too much work, because it's not. You'll love it. Okay? Just keep mashing it like this. You know, like you'd make a meatloaf. Only thing you're not making meatloaf, all you're putting in is spices. You don't have to salt and pepper it. I don't recommend you to salt and pepper, because if you use the right barbecue spice, you won't have to do that. Just put it heavily. I mean, you're not going to hurt it. It's only going to make it better. You're going to probably figure, now, why is this going to be real good? Because it's the cheapest. It's because you want it to be juicy. You want hamburgers to be real juicy. You don't want them to be dry. And the combination between the spices and the basting sauce, then you'll have the best burger you've ever had. Let me finish mixing this up here real good. Just kind of work it in there. And sprinkle it again. You need to do this about 3 to 4 times, real good, and sprinkle it real heavy. I'd say this is about 2 pounds of hamburger meat here. Now, 1 pound of hamburger meat, by you using the cheap meat, 1 pound of hamburger meat will make 2 adult-sized hamburgers. Now, you can make 3 child-sized hamburgers. Okay, and after you get it all worked up, and the spices worked in, I'd say that, presuming to place this right here, what spices you have on the board, just go ahead and roll the hamburger meat. That's about a half a pound. So if you got a pound, it'll make 2 good half-pound size hamburgers. Just kind of work it like that so it won't fall apart on you. And it's got enough fat in it, it's going to hold it together. Now take both hands and mash it like this to make it into a patty. Kind of take your fingers and go around the edges of it here like that. Okay? Now, doesn't it look good? It'll taste a lot better than that high-priced one will. Okay? Sprinkle both sides heavily with the spices and things that you have in it. It's ready for the grill. That's going to be a good hamburger. The best. It's going to be Bert's best burger. You'll love it. You'll see. It's all in the tasting.
By now, you've learned many special methods and techniques, from selection to preparation, from pre-cooking to proper seasoning. You've learned how to cut your cooking time drastically so you can really enjoy your guests in the warm, social atmosphere a good barbecue creates. And you won't sear yourself laboring over a hot grill for hours. As you now know, the secret to looking good outside is to do the proper preparation inside. Well, now it's time for Bert to take all that fabulous food he's prepared out to the grill and demonstrate his very special finishing touches. He's already made certain the flavor is clear through the meat, tender and juicy on the inside, and now it'll be golden brown on the outside. A feast for all the senses. So let's join Bert as he shows us how to develop a special touch and that super technique on the grill. Watch and listen carefully as the King of Barbecue puts his special golden touch on the world's best barbecue.
Well, now, this is where we're going to do the finalizing of the barbecue that I've been telling you about. Okay, I showed you inside how to prepare beef brisket. Okay, the preparation of it. Now I'm going to show you the finalizing of it. This is going to be delicious. Are you familiar with that piece? Same one I showed you inside. Goes on the grill. Oh, doesn't that sound sizzling good? Fantastic. Okay, now what we're going to do is leave it like this here. You do not want to baste it because you put your spices on it earlier. So the spices that you put on it, you do not want to baste it off at this time. Look how tender that is. That was the reason I showed you earlier, the preparation and the techniques, because this is only going to be on the grill, I would say 25 minutes. After the techniques and preparation from the inside, then you're going to see why it's so important to do 80% of your preparation on the inside and 20% of the cooking on the outside. You're going to love this. Not only the tenderness, the flavor is already completely through it. It's going to be golden brown. It's going to be, everything's going to be excellent. You're going to love it. Your friends are going to say, he worked all day long trying to get this brisket like this. I know the problems I've had with barbecuing. But you're going to say, man, how did you get it so tender? A plastic fork can cut it. You'll see. The next step is to close the lid. Let it cook for about 15 minutes. Then you baste it with that excellent basting sauce I told you about earlier. And you're going to love it. You're going to see it's going to moisturize it, tenderize it. It's going to put the flavor that you've been trying to get that you normally can't get unless you use this technique and this method. You'll see. And now it's time to open it, turn it, and baste it. It's been like about 12 or 15 minutes. So that gives about enough time to go ahead and start getting with it. And that smells good. As you notice, it's a little dry there, which that's good. Don't get disencouraged saying, oh, I'm letting it stay too long. Then you baste it. Your neighbor's gonna crawl the fence at any time. You better have a good, strong fence, so you better have a high one. Don't you gonna be in trouble. You notice the goldenness, you notice the beautiful color of it. It's not dry, it looked earlier, but see, the basting sauce is what you need. Now, barbecue sauce, if you'd used that with the sugar and the ketchup and everything in it, it would have done burn on you. You would have said, oh, it's ready, it looks good. But you'd have been deceived. This is giving you the true color, the true flavor, the penetration, the moisturizing, and the whole works. And this is what you want to have good, delicious, great barbecue. The Bert's Best style, the Bert's Best way. This is excellent. And you'll see. Now, we're going to let it cook like this for a few more minutes, and then we're going to turn it again. And each time you turn it, you're going to be sure and baste it. Every time. Matter of fact, I'm going to baste it again just to put a little bit more flavor in it. I love that smell. That's what's getting me. I hate to even close the lid. But by the way, now I have to say this to you. This is a special design grill. I know you've never seen a grill like this before. The reason? It's a Bert's Best grill. I designed this because it performs, it gives you the heat, the smoke, and everything that you need. And plus, it'll last a lifetime. It'll use 50% less charcoal than any grill that you can buy. I'll guarantee you. If you don't believe it, buy it and say, Bert told me so. I showed you how about the brisket. Now I'm going to show you about the chicken. Okay? Just from putting the spices on it, look at the color of it. Isn't that beautiful? Moist, too. Unbelievable. Let's shut the lid right now. In about 5 minutes, we're going to turn it again and baste it each time you turn it for the next 15 minutes. And you got delicious golden brown chicken. Now it's time to turn it. Don't baste it before you turn it. Doesn't that look good? Look how tender that is. And it's done completely to the bone. Now you want to baste it just like you did the brisket, very heavily. Does that look good? We're going to close it back and let it stay about another 5 minutes. Open it back up and baste it the same way. I know you may say it looks good enough to eat, even from the spices, but I'm going to let them cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. And after that, I'm going to turn them again, and you'll see the goldenness and the brownness. Now, if you have your fire baited down a little low, you can go ahead and cook them, say, a little bit longer than that, so you don't have to work so hard. But you're going to find out that by using the spices and using the basting sauce, combination between the two, you're going to have a delicious rib. The flavor's going to be penetrated all the way through. It's going to be a moisture rib. It ain't going to be dry. You'll see for yourself. I'm going to close the lid. In a few minutes, I'm going to show you when to turn them. How about that? Does that look good? Look how tender that is. You take and go between the ribs with your fork. You do like that right there. Make sure that it's good and tender. You do like that. Look at the color of that. Excellent. Each time that you turn it, you definitely want to baste it. That's what's important about basting barbecue. Doesn't that look good? Isn't that tender? There's no question about that being done. From the beginning to the very end of cooking the ribs from raw to finish, you're looking at about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Then you got a good rib, especially using the spice and the basting sauce, because it's going to tenderize them. If you notice, it's not dark. Not dark at all. Especially like it would be if you was to use barbecue sauce, because the sugar and the ketchup will burn on you. That's not burnt. That's just real down-home barbecue. Fantastic. I love it. When you hear the grill sizzling like that, then you know you have it right. Oh, man. You're going to say, I'm going to burn them up. No, you won't. Not with my basting sauce. I'll assure you you won't. When the fire is this hot, which is like it's supposed to be, the flames, the smoke, you get that aroma, not to mention that, you get that good flavor and good juicy flavor, because you're letting that lean mix in with that good fat, which the fat's going to leave here once you get to cooking it. And there again, remember now, I told you using the cheap meat. You're going to love it. We're going to close the lid and turn it about every 4 to 5 minutes. But it's not going to take very long when you have the heat like this. It's now been 5 to 7 minutes. Let's open up the Bert's Best Barbecue Grill and let's see what we got inside. Just look at those beautiful marks and the beautiful color we have here. Kind of mash it a little bit like that. I want to turn it. That's hot. But that's what you want to get that real juicy flavor that you're looking for. I realize there's a little work to it, but it won't be for long. Now, put that delicious basting sauce on it. Can't you smell that? I can. Look at that smoke. I can't see the burgers, but that's good. That's going to be delicious. It's been 7 minutes and I've turned them. Now I'll do this until they're done. Another secret, how do you know when they're done? When they quit sizzling, by using basting sauce, it will not be deceiving. You see that? Now when that's golden brown, you know it's done. It won't be coated with barbecue sauce and you're wondering, you'll know it. And that's my secret on Bert's Best Burgers. Now it's your secret. Delicious. Bert's Best Burgers on a Bert's Best Grill.
Bert will be sharing his barbecue with a whole gang of friends in just a moment. As you've seen, barbecue is a very special, fun type of cooking. And by following Bert's secrets of success, you can become a real expert with your own barbecue. Just remember the basics: selection, preparation, and technique. Watch this production and refer to the cookbook often until these secrets and methods and techniques become your very own. You will be delighted by the results and thrilled by the reaction of your family and friends to your expertise and knowledge of cooking great barbecue. Remember to follow the instructions, and if you do have any questions or suggestions, please write. Bert loves to hear from all his barbecuing friends. He's always eager to hear new ideas, and he's happy to share his knowledge. So just write to Bert at Bert's Fine Foods, Box 71287, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89170. This production and the complete product kit make a wonderful gift. But you know, Bert's best products are available individually as you need them. And when you use Bert's Best, you are using the very highest quality. And if you follow Bert's suggestions, you will get fantastic results every single time. New products are constantly being developed and tested, so be sure to get your name on the mailing list, and Bert will keep you up to date and informed about all the exciting developments. Take a moment, send your name and address and your comments and suggestions to Bert Hamilton, Bert's Fine Foods, Box 71287, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89170. And now, it's time to join Bert and his guests for the world's best barbecue party.
Well, hello, Laura. I'm glad you could make it.
Thanks.
Oh, you're going to love this food. I've worked hard. You believe this?
Just for me.
I guarantee it. You going to eat some of this?
Yeah, I'll have the mild.
Okay. Now, do you know this? What is that?
It looks like a hamburger.
Yes, 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 yes. That's the brisket. That's the rib. You want the dark or the light?
I'll have a leg.
You have a leg. Okay, I like legs too. Okay, you want the mouth?
Please.
I'll let you pour it on there.
All right.
Well, hello, John.
Hello, Bert.
Good to see you.
See you too.
Thanks, Bert.
All right. You
Fantastic.
want the dark or the light?
Dark.
Dark, okay.
Dark.
Super. That rib's so tender, it almost fell off. With the hot sauce or mild?
I'll have some mild.
Mild. You already have it right here. You're gonna love it. Well, hello, stranger. You made it, didn't you? Well, I tell you what. I've been waiting for this day. I've tried to get you over here several times to taste my barbecue. You're gonna taste it today.
I sure am.
You want the dark or the light?
The light, please.
Okay. You're gonna love it. Here you go. That's so tender it's about to fall apart. What choice your sauce, hot or mild? Here you go. Now you're gonna love this hamburger.
Okay.
Man, I did this specially, a special way. Dark or light meat,
Great. Dark.
okay? Now, the rib you'll love.
Alrighty.
Fantastic. Now that right there ought to hold you. Oh, now she knows how to put barbecue sauce on. You notice she's putting it on after I cooked it. Yeah, yeah. Fantastic. Hello, Barbara.
Hello.
You made it, didn't you, babe?
Sure did.
Oh, I'm gonna give you some hamburger
That was
first.
good, okay.
How about the brisket?
That's great.
And how about the chicken?
White meat. That's super.
Okay.
Oh, man, that
Now the rib. You want a rib?
Yeah, oh,
You sure?
Sure, positive. I think I can handle
This is
that.
what you've been waiting
That's
for,
what
isn't
I'm
it?
waiting for.
What are you laughing
All
for?
right,
You
Bert.
think you're gonna get some barbecue?
Boy, I'm ready.
You
I'm
sure?
waiting for it. Yes, sir.
Okay, well I'm gonna see. Chicken,
Boy, test this.
hamburger, brisket,
Boy, this looks great.
and what Adam gave up. He gave up a rib. You think you want some barbecue?
Please.
You sure?
After seeing Barbara, I can't wait.
Let me see your plate. Barbara, I don't want to disturb Barbara because I may have to fight over here if I have to
Man,
disturb
look at your
her.
run hand
Looks
there.
so good.
Oh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. I've worked very hard for this.
I believe it.
Can you tell it? No, I don't want you to have that. How about some brisket?
Please. Ah, delicious looks.
I didn't leave you out. You coming. You next.
I
This
hope
looks
so.
great.
You're going to love it.
Super.
That's hamburger.
That is fantastic.
You'll love these ribs.
Delicious.
See, I started to give you that small piece, but you waited so long.
Piece of rib, yeah. Look at that.
You waited so long.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't have no brisket,
Well, I'll steal
but you would like to have some barbecue sauce, wouldn't you?
I sure would.
You would? Hot or mild?
Mild.
The mild.
On the sauce, right?
Boy, this looks
Yes.
Oh, there we go.
The best. That's Bert's best.
Good looking picture.
Then I tell you fellas, no, you're not a fellow. Not by a long shot. But then I tell you fellas, you want to enjoy this? I know you are.
Oh, I can't.
Look how red that
Already
sauce
enjoying
is.
Pass that around here. Looks good.
Ladies, I don't know why I gave it to you first.
That's okay. Because I am.
Barbara, excuse me.
Thank you. No problem. There.
Ah,
This does look
great.
good. Delicious.
Gary, you like that?
Yes, sir. Waiting for
Very.
it.
Try some.
But did you notice something? That you're able to cut that with a plastic knife
Plastic knife.
and fork?
This is so
Now, how
soft
many-
and tender.
Now, you can't cook it like this, can you?
No, no.
You can now.
This is great.
I'll tell you my secret. Not right now. Later.
Later.
You'll see it.
Okay.
You promise.
I promise.
Tasting your secret
So
right now.
good.
Tasting it.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Well, I want you to enjoy it.
Yeah, hamburger.
I've got to get you some brisket. I'll have some for you in a few minutes. Good evening. Good evening.
This.
I had to go inside and get this ready for y'all.
All right, looking.
I know you're going to love that.
Looking good.
Whole bunch of work.
That's great. That is.
Really glad y'all came over today.
Yeah. So wow.
I've worked
Worth it.
I've worked on this all evening, which now my techniques and methods makes it so much easier. I'll tell you about that after you eat it.
All right.
I've been trying to get you over here for a long time.
Okay. Well, this is
But I know you're going to love it.
Looks fantastic.
Let's get into it. I mean,
Okay.
let's do it. Ladies first.
Yes, that's what you.
I think I'll try a hamburger first. A little
looks
bit
so
of
good.
ribs.
Don't get that sauce.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I got.
Well,
This is the hot. It's not that hot. You love it.
All
You
right,
will
I'll
love it.
try
chicken,
that.
of course.
I'm going to be in a hurry, so I'm going to have the lid off of it.
You bet.
Oh, we've got both kinds of sauce, right?
Yes, that's the mild. This is the hot.
Mild and hot. I
And
think
the
I'll
hot's not
start
that
with
hot. You'll love it. You'll enjoy it.
Okay, I'm gonna
Great.
Oh, my favorite piece of chicken. And my favorite rib.
She's taking it all.
All of this is my favorite. But I really hope y'all enjoy it. I know you will.
I'm sure we will.
Now, this is better than just having hamburgers. I figured I'd have hamburgers and the brisket and the chicken and the ribs. I'll just have a little bit of all of it
This
to let you know how it would
good.
taste.
That looks real good to me. Thank you.
You already got the sauce? You want some hot or mild?
I'd like to take a hot pepper. Try some of the meat first.
Isn't that delicious?
It's good.
Now the beans, this is my own sauce. I have my own baked bean sauce.
All right.
See, this was one of the surprises I had for you. Is let you taste my baked bean sauce. But you didn't know I had that, did you?
No.
No.
You knew about the barbecue sauce, you knew about the basin sauce, and you knew about the spices. But you didn't know about the the baked bean sauce.
No, let's try that.
Have you tried the hamburger?
Mm-hmm.
Have you?
Let me try.
That's the cheapest meat you can buy.
Really?
Yes. It's the cheapest you can buy in the store.
I'll tell you.
Now, would you believe this was about, well, I want to see how much fat's in it because I'm not there to chop it up. But it's the cheapest you can buy, but it tastes the richest, right?
Yeah.
Juicy. Juicy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. That's good.
Mm.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, this is great. This is great. How babe? Hey, you like this, huh?
Fantastic.
That chicken good and moist?
I can't believe this hamburger though being.
You know, the basin sauce keeps it so moist. And that's why I don't mind barbecuing. I hate dry meat.
Yeah.
To go out and say, oh, man. And burnt meat. This is not burnt, right?
No, no.
Because if I'd used barbecue sauce with the ketchup and the sugar and stuff, it would have burnt.
Well, in this unique and fascinating program, you have learned to master the art of great barbecuing. And now you'll save time, energy, and money while having the time of your life creating classic dishes of tender and terrific barbecue beef brisket, delicious, delectable barbecue chicken, fantastic barbecue ribs without hours of standing over a hot grill, and, of course, the all-American favorite, juicy barbecued burgers, the Bert's Best Way. This detailed production has explained how to choose the correct cuts of meat, the secrets of proper preparation, the little-known methods to lock inside the tenderness and flavor before it even hits the grill. These secrets of world-class cooking are now yours from the internationally known creator of new and unique methods of barbecuing, Bert Hamilton. Write to us. Let us know how you're using Bert's products. Box 71287, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89170.
Bert, your barbecue's mighty fine.
Bert, it was great.
Fantastic, Bert. The best.
Bert, it was great and well worth the wait.
Bert, your barbecue was great and your ribs were outstanding.
Bert, your barbecue was great, but those beans were the best.
Bert, that was a fantastic barbecue.
Bert, your barbecue creations were scrumptious. They were just delicious.
Bert, that was really great.
It was great. It tastes like some more. When can we do it again?
The barbecue is outstanding. Bert's Best really is the best.
You put the best in barbecue.
Your barbecue was great.
Bert, your barbecue is best.
Bert, the barbecue was marvelous.
Bert, your barbecue was delicious.
Bert, your barbecue is the best I've ever tasted.
Your barbecue is tops.
Bert, you make the best.
Bert's Best!